Greetings to all the comrades of the APC, Sierra Leone, and the diaspora. This is the APC online TV platform and Mina comrade OrWanKaSu. This program way na the upfront one-to-one interview with comrade OrWanKaSu to all the comrades them really aspire for various positions them within the APC. Thankfully, we don't get quite a lot of interviews them already, and there's still more on the line for interviews for substantive position them within the APC. Um, Today we get a young man we they join we tonight for aspire for position within the APC London chapter. This comrade will come live and tell we who that Naim, and we'll take him from there. Over to you, sir.
Hello, OrWanKaSu, and the rest of the diaspora. My name is Sheku Probyn Stevens. And I think the name don't already give him away a bit. A child of the late Sheku Stevens. My mama Famata Binta Jalo. I get a younger brother, himself na Mohammed Stevens. From Freetown, born and raised, or not raised, but born, spent a lot of time abroad, in the US, in London, and a bit in Germany as well. A lot of my schooling been there out in the US, and then I spent some time in Sierra Leone as well. I attend Albert Academy for a couple of years. Go back to the US, finish my high school in there, and then eventually moved to the UK after I meet my wife. And soon I finish off my degree. I have a social sciences degree.
Okay. Now you actually get the same name as the former president, Dr. Sheku Probyn Stephen, right?
Not exactly. The pa named me after his best friend. You remember who that been best friend?
No.
Sheku Ture.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You the Sheku Ture in name now you get Sheku,
Yes,
but in
yes.
name Sheka,
Yeah.
Sheku Stevens and Sheku Ture and best friend.
I mean,
But
best
you get
buddy.
Probyn Stephen because I remember the Probyn Stephen name.
That's right. He gave me the Probyn Stevens, but he
Wow.
named me after him paddy.
So hold on a minute. You get a name of another president.
Yeah.
And then your dad is the president. It was a president as well.
It's one of
You're
those
powerful,
things.
man. You're too powerful. You're too
It's
powerful.
one of those things. Yeah.
So now, which position will you aspire for?
I aspire for Deputy Secretary General for
Uh-huh.
the London chapter, because I'm
Right.
aware.
Okay.
I don't aware say they don't make London a chapter or constituency.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to
Okay.
running for that position.
Wow, fantastic. I was just curious for that. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and give me a little bit about yourself. You upbringing,
Yeah.
some little background of yourself.
Okay, that don't blow me on too much, but
Yeah. Yeah, we're
but
gonna dig you in.
but it's as you can imagine, coming from the family with Mikomo, my upbringing was it was a bit unconventional. In other words, we're not being exposed to we're not being exposed that way there, because obviously of who that we be, or who that we parents them be. So we were kept in. However, we God give you that luck there for be born to them parents, and they whereby there was international exposure.
Yeah.
So from we're small, like I said, I've been abroad, from the US to London to Germany. I've been the part being asked for that, go back for a little while, because be while that become westernized too much. So to keep me grounded, then I went back home for a little bit. I think it was 3 years now Albert Academy. Obviously not being in school down there.
Yeah.
So Yeah, from there, man, come back to the US, finish off high school there, and then from there, go back to Salone, um, spend some time there with the mommy, especially after the war been done. We'll spend some time there. Um, yeah, and then I
Okay.
eventually, well, I meet my wife. We moved kind of London.
Okay. How old were you when the pa died? Whose age you been there?
I was young. I was 13, 12, 13,
Okay.
somewhere in there. I was young.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
But
was young.
you managed for remember some things we wanna do
Oh
together.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The one thing where I miss the most. And people think this one video day out where people then can see where the park and drive, go na beach, they buy fish. I
Uh-huh.
miss that the most because I've done that on a couple occasions with him.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. We
I see.
go. Yeah, he was a very, believe it or not, he was a very engaging father.
Yeah.
He loved
Wow.
his children very much so.
Wow.
So, and sometimes he can just refer to me as Bobo. Say,
Okay.
Bobo, can go? We
Okay.
go take a ride at the beach,
Okay.
and he go buying fish. He liking fish. He loved his fish.
Wow.
Yeah, very
Because
much so.
that video they make rounds. A lot of people in the CR we negotiate.
Yes,
You know,
yes, yes,
yes,
yes,
we negotiate for the fish, and
yeah.
people they say buy everything on there now.
And he can talk now. Well, like what we can don't left. In they say, look that way. They're not gonna left and give me self and say because me not president. It's like you go argue, you go grumble to himself. Hey, we rich. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did
But that
tell
was
you.
many years ago. I was quite young, but I remember that.
All right, that's
Hmm.
good. Well, let's say you dey aspire for a position within the APC London chapter as a deputy secretary general.
Hmm.
Now it's about you. What you make that position that you want to aspire for?
Okay.
Why you aspire for that position there?
Um. Well, okay. Let's just take the role itself. Sort of define the role.
Mhm,
Um. The role of himself now is like a you're not gatekeeper for the party. You have a gatekeeping role. That they help for develop and execute policies there.
mhm,
However, for able to do that, you as the individual, you forget one particular skill set, which is you for able to see the bigger picture. You for able to see the long run, as they say.
mhm.
So that is a skill that I have. I'm able to see the much bigger picture, and then able to develop and potentially execute those policies so that are they able to keep the party in line or help to keep the party in line, help to keep members of the party in line, as if to say decorum. Because at the moment, now the thing that the way I could say me pick up on, who's how would they suffer, or who's how would they struggle at the moment, is decorum not the, and I think we can do better. And as the Secretary General, or Deputy Secretary General, I will be very keen to play a corralling role for members of the party and for members, especially for the UK branch. I go
Okay.
hope say people then go fall in line and appreciate certain policies then we will go for implement. So along those lines.
Okay. Yeah. So people go wonder say who that na this Sheku who side be don dey all along na this UK who no be Sabia, no be the comot, no be the journey na then we businesses them. But now we dey see Sheku dey come for can aspire for a position na the UK. Wetin dey happen? Why na now you surface?
Good question. Initially, I think there's a lot we play into. One of them, to be honest, one of them was just the case of um, you know, people they not begin to say, oh, if it's in a family property, this, that. I know I create that air of entitlement, so that sense of entitlement. Let people know, say, this man, he say, because in Papa na be president, therefore he's automatically entitled. No,
Absolutely,
that was
absolutely.
not the case. That has never been the case and will never be the case. I believe
Wow.
in meritocracy. I will earn me place. I will earn me place amongst the ranks. That
Wow.
is a guaranteed fact.
Wow.
However, one thing we really put me off, if I'm being honest, was the time during late President Kabine time, uh, I was arrested. Me and my mother were put in Pademba Road for
Wow.
no apparent reason. Yes.
My
Uh,
goodness.
yeah. For no apparent reason, then be one put the official charge was subversion, which is to say you wanted to commit a coup. You know,
Wow.
can you imagine that? So we're in Pademba Road for about a month or
Damn.
just over that. Yeah. Me, the mommy. Can you imagine? Then kind of we host. Um, then kind of the host. That time, then I mean, they been just come on Guinea. Say, during the war, I mean, they exile kind of thing. So, me come on states for currency. The mommy, let us sit down. Let we find way how they renovate the house.
Mm.
Right? The paint me or the mommy or we painter. Even the painter, the
Mm.
carpenter, everybody, they just kind of take we out. In fact, they been get nada, it was a white man, he's a white inspector general, Keith Biddle or something like that.
Kid Biddle. Kid Biddle.
Now he can,
What?
yeah, he can write up na the veranda, na the parlor and arrest we.
Wow.
Yeah, and say he say we the plot for coup against the government. So
What?
yeah, so I am definitely battle tested, and by by default, I don't suffer for the party because of where I be.
Uh,
But it's okay. It been puts me off a little bit, but the mommy nine encouraged me. Say, you know what, just Shoko, this is like your country. You're entitled for do anything just like anybody else entitled because you're a citizen of this soil. Therefore, not afraid. And then back me, then they encourage me for last step, try for do something, play an active role within the ranks of the party.
wow. So, my goodness. It's a shocker for me. This
Hmm.
platform, everybody will be really surprised that
Mhm.
you actually don't be charged for a case like that.
Yeah,
Subversion.
suppression.
Well,
Yes.
you don't go through this because of you lineage,
Mhm.
by default, like you say. So what you will do after that? We don't come out. What you will do in terms of support for the party? For I don't say like it take you time for let you recover from that because the trauma of that.
Hmm. So first of all, they're not going travel. They're not going travel for a while.
Okay.
Um, yeah, because the bill we then set for we, it was quite stringent. It was quite difficult.
Yeah.
So we not be able to do nothing, to be honest with you. We couldn't do
Hmm.
anything because all eyes were on us.
Yeah.
Then Ghana was all the money we have been can with. And where the mommy self been getting a host, they came, they looted the house, take
Wow.
all yeah, they looted
Shit.
several $1,000s. All with the mommy don't get that for
Oh
carry,
my days.
start over. Not all. They took everything.
Damn.
So it was a bit of a rough start. But we get some very, very, very good and loyal people there. Now that party day, the party, we owe a strong allegiance not just to Pashaki, but to the party.
Yeah.
And they were there to help us recover. And I will
Wow.
never forget those people. Um,
Mm.
yeah. So when we finally sort of recover in terms of getting maybe just to be honest, maybe just one left because
Mm.
my money, then we don't defaulting. There was nothing really there to do.
Mhm.
And as you can imagine, as you can appreciate, uh, we couldn't do anything there at the time
Mm.
because that ended our power. And
Yeah.
anything we will for do, even for look suspicious.
Yeah.
So the idea was to just get out. But then
Yeah.
we went grief for come out. It took about 8, 9 months we were there. Then we want to
Wow.
languish. Now that kind of scenario they then set up for we,
Mm.
you know. But as the good Lord may have it, I eventually left. The mommy in decide for stay back.
Mhm.
I eventually left. But I think yeah, me and Ediatu, my wife, we don't meet, and we just I was like, okay, well let me give London a go. Come back now, so I can do me social science degree. But in the meantime, I was working for Philips, the electronics company, where I was a product software tester. So now there I get some me technical training. That was on hands training, like it was
On
on the
yeah.
job training. Yeah,
Hands-on training.
yeah. Now then pay for me training, and then pay for all down there. So yeah, I learned down there as well, aside from my
Social
technical
science.
qualifications. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fantastic. So I think say kudos to your wife where you meet her. I think say it get for kind of cool you down small from all the trauma where you go face na
Hmm.
Sierra Leone during that
It's
time there.
very instrumental. Very
Very good. Very
instrumental.
good.
Yes. Hmm.
Blessings to her, man. Blessings to her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll send it over.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, on behalf of the platform, we send blessings for, looking after you,
And by the way, just so you know,
Uh,
her dad is the late Edward Kagbo. Yeah.
Edward
I know the
Kabo,
last speaking to Edward Kagbo. The
Edward
late,
Kabo, the big
yes,
businessman,
yes.
politician,
American
when you get in
transport.
truck them.
Yes, American transport.
American transport. Oh my
Yes.
days, we go
Mhm.
Kamakio and back.
That's it.
Kamakio in Freetown.
That's it. Yeah.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful.
Hmm.
And I think how many picking them? I think the cargo get your
Now
girl
then
picking. Right.
four girls.
Four girls.
Yeah. However, we lost the one earlier this year in
Oh,
February. She passed
oh
on.
my days.
So now then three done
Oh,
left. Oh yeah.
blessings, blessings, boss.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Sheku Stephen, for APC,
Hmm.
for your family's sake,
Hmm.
for the president, you don't go through a lot of ordeal for this party,
Hmm.
and coming back to the UK, get married to Idia, to the
Hmm.
daughter of Edward Kagbo. Um, you like you do social science as a degree, and of course you have some technical skills
Hmm.
experience, worked for
Hmm.
Philips, as a technical tester and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
for the then go say okay, for the UK and Ireland, we
Hmm.
don't come, we don't actually feel free now, you know what you get for what you offer to the UK and Ireland for make you the London chapter secretary general, or you want for will put you to test,
Hmm.
whether you don't do anything or not, or not, you just want to trust you and put you to test for let you deputize this very important position. So tell me what you want for we know about this, what you can offer we for that position there.
Well, I tell you what, OrWanKaSu, believe it or not, I've always played a very discreet role in the wings. I've always been not too much of a person who likes to steal the limelight or anything like that. And I'm more than happy for work in the background. Um, and I can tell you what, let's say even with Hassan Legal, the time we even Mustafa not even know this, but we pulled some strings for him, the time with him in the run. Um, oh yeah, we pulled some strings because Hassan go call me, Sheku, even earlier to my wife. Hassan go call me, hey, but when I talk to this part, when I talk to Dandy, and we made things happen. We're movers and shakers, but quietly. Yes. Um, but yeah, it's
Really?
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so no wonder back in the days Mustafa was quiet. Be they even do anything. You they see the likes of Abu Black,
Yeah,
Simeon. You they
yeah,
see the Mohammed 91. They're all moving around, campaigning,
yeah,
doing all sort of things.
yeah.
Mustafa was just chilled. In the
Mustafa is
end,
having the button there for press. The people there for call, and we were we were just the call. Hassan will call
wow.
me say, "Hey, check now, so." But they are big talk to so and so for me. This that. So if me not able to get that person there in access or in number, I'll call me mama. My mama Ingo. You know, say the mama I didn't consider as APC mama, the mother of
Yes.
APC right now. So she just picks up a call. Hey, so me picking person this one, and then before you know it, Mustafa was in chairman.
Wow.
there was a lot happening in the background. Believe me. On behalf of her, but he
All
doesn't even know. He don't know. I always tell Hassan, say, please, let's just keep this discreet. Nobody no need for know what me to do. Would I know?
okay,
You know. Let's just leave it
okay,
at that. You know.
all right.
However, coming back to the point. In terms of the UK and Ireland, uh, I'm I'm a diligent worker. That is my attribute, my main attribute. I stay focused and I like to get things done. I not believe in talking. I just do it.
Mhm,
As long as you get for help the party, as long as you get for push we forward, get us to where we need to be, where we used to be.
mhm.
That's what I'm pushing for. For the UK and Ireland, even now, like even with the Una media team, are they on a very low key but consultative role where me and my man JS more INSEF
Mhm,
where the INSEF they aspire. Would they work on something at the moment? I don't go and give everything away,
mhm.
but would they work on something for let this transcend from just the UK into Sierra Leone? In due course, you will find out. But it's just about uh, making the media team more universal as opposed to
Yes,
just being limited to the UK. I want to say to everybody out there, we perhaps get doubts or we perhaps not sabi me. It's fair. It's okay. I understand, Andy. But when I just need for no say that I'm perhaps one of the most dedicated people that you will have on your teams or in
wow.
APC. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And again, I reiterate, say, my ability for see whose side problem then they or whose side issues then go they, and for develop a solution to their issues then they is my hands down. Those are my skills. That's what I'm good at. Yes.
Right. So you would be an asset because I interviewed JS a couple of days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and of course when me go salon, I've been spending a few time in the salon. JS they
Mm-hmm.
invite me all the time on
Mm-hmm.
meetings for
Mm-hmm.
make we go see certain people there, for make we go get space in the party office for
Mm-hmm.
launch this kind of a media kind of office day where we say everything
Now we
we
talk about, so that's exactly what I was talking about. Yes, go on.
right,
Yes,
right.
that's what we're working on.
I mean, can't feel sick for 3 weeks. I mean, they home. I mean, they don't me get time for the all and thing and the so he just relax and left me make I just do me stuff. But he's working on it, and you're behind this.
Mm, we're
You
there.
guys will be an asset for us, man, because the UK and Ireland, this media team. To be honest with you, this is one of the things where this branch and the
Mhm.
diaspora is proud of. You know,
Absolutely.
yes, and this don't give a lot of hope to the general membership them. When they
Mm,
view them, show them, and they see who they interact with people them from
mhm,
Sierra Leone,
mhm,
interview them and stuff like that. They
mhm,
give a lot of the general membership their hope.
mhm.
And let not just limited to this UK and Ireland, more let go all over the
That's right.
globe.
Making it more
And
universal. Yes.
yeah, I think you guys would be an asset for us in this executive,
Hmm.
and then on as well as the technical skill they owner the palm,
Hmm.
for the platforms. Really really appreciate you now for the work that they do from behind the scenes and stuff like that. You
And
know,
well, to be honest, now because una don't set such a fantastic bar that it's only logical for let we improve them, let make a universal, let it spread, let we not just left and to the UK and Ireland no more, like go
fantastic,
right across the board,
fantastic.
and hopefully that will be the end goal.
You
Go
know
see how.
what? Me technical team they behind the scenes right now. They're listening and they're watching, and I'm sure they will be quite happy.
Yeah.
For get people like Una with
Mm,
we, and of course some of them don't interact with Una, from behind the scenes and stuff like
mhm,
that. But for the
mhm,
viewers, them especially, some of them not get the skills. What thing they do? They send money na the accounts for the
mm,
media team. We get a number of people. We Kadi from Reading. We get
mhm,
Cassandra. We get Queen Alicia. We get ladies that we aspire. We don't give him money. We get George Gobert from Birmingham with his brother. Paul Gobert, all the nons put money towards this media team. But because they're not getting technical skills, now money no more than get for the GUI, for the pay for them software and stuff like that. But with our skills for coming for make the media team come bigger than this one, I think say the general viewers then will be very, very happy and appreciate this.
Well, I think it's a concerted effort. The one the way, well, the one, would I not get the technical skills? What they do is brilliant. What they do is fantastic. Then they contribute. I think at the end of the day, we all make a contribution one way or the other, whether or not from a technical point of view or whether or not from a financial point of view. There's a goal. There's a common goal where we all get, and that is to promote not just the party, not just the media team, but the party as a whole. We'll bring it up to a certain level where it used to be, and we need to get back there. Yeah.
Because the UK, everybody we know the UK as the grade A, the top, the biggest and the most vibrant, branch that the diaspora, and that position they want to retain them, want to reclaim them or retain them. So they see America and they shake till now, but we they compliment them. Who the media team they take over everywhere.
It is.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited.
Looking forward to it.
We forgot a team like you and the JS and the Delwyn and the Mo Bangura, all these guys, Dr. Denke. These are people that if you guys come together, when they make things happen.
Absolutely.
Get me minded at the technical team now, but I don't know if they say something for happen tomorrow, then they say now. They get it done, and sometimes like magic, So these are the things. I think we need on a team people like Una, no matter what. So let's say now a position where I'm not quite sure who are the contenders then for this position. Yeah, so deputy secretary for the London chapter. Have you been making any engagements, with people within the branch or something like that, for this position?
Yes, I have made a few calls. I've spoken to a few individuals. I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to call names, but
you can call any name, man, if you want to.
No, it's all right. It's all right. So technically, the shims up. They don't like calling names. I mean, I've made some very strategic calls to certain individuals. Then where they're not just on board. They're really supportive. They don't give me some quality advice as well. Really good input, because as it is, me, I'm sort of new to the game. I don't dare around them my whole life, but actively I'm sort of new. And I'm being helped by a great team around me. But I don't know, nobody able give me information yet on the other aspirants there, or particularly for this particular role.
Okay.
So not sure.
Okay. There's one thing I like about you though. The humility we they demonstrate now. So
humility, yes.
The humility we they demonstrate now. So it kind of like touched me small. The consultations them very, very important. To I know say no one call name now. So but I'm sure you don't reach out to the main movers and shakers because you want to move and shaker for people like Mustafa and stuff like that. But there are contenders for top positions in this APC branch, and I hope you don't reach out to aspirants, leaders that are the owner aspirants them as well.
Yes.
You don't call the name, but I hope so you don't reach out to them.
I definitely don't reach out. Even today, I'm going to talk to a couple of them. Yes, okay. It's almost on a daily basis.
Fantastic.
Because I'm new to this. Like how you say earlier, would I sabi this face here? Nobody knows sabi this face or the name self. They say, I wouldn't have this Sheku, or wouldn't see me. They say, I wouldn't have that Mandy. So the idea is to keep them awake in my with my name, just the constant reminders. Hey, Adeo, don't forget me.
So, but you get positive response from them and advice and
fantastic response. They really, everybody really supportive, believe it or not. Nobody no give me no. I haven't had any negative feedback, nothing. Everybody's
Okay.
just been on board and said, thank you. Now we want for seeing at this party, that kind of stuff. So it's been
Really.
very, very, very positive.
That's
However,
very good. Well, I let
um,
yeah, go on,
mhm.
go on, go on.
No. I've been just trying to say, however, I just like going back to one thing where you say earlier, the deputy role
Mm-hmm.
was I specifically go for him because you get for creep before you waka.
Absolutely.
I would
Absolutely.
rather now play a supporting role to the one way go for be the main section
Mm-hmm.
and not only support but learn in the process as well. So that
Absolutely.
at least, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, the question just come up. I feel like for ask you that question
Mhm.
about London not to be a chapter.
Mhm.
You may get Reading and Oxford as a chapter. You get Manchester. You get the
Mhm.
Midlands.
Mhm.
Those were chapters, and
Mhm.
now the London, we will not be the executive then at London.
Mhm.
Now we will represent the UK and I.
Mhm.
And but now the new setup of the constitution,
Mhm.
as Manchester be a chapter, Reading and Oxford be a chapter, Midlands and Bristol,
Mhm.
we would then therefore make London a chapter.
Mhm.
And yes, now a new chapter we don't know form.
Mhm.
Um, obviously, we always they envisage some challenges them,
Mhm.
in terms of setting up and forming a team, a formidable one, and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
for let him move forward. What you go see as a challenge where you think say you going for play a role, not only for support the person who go there as a secretary, but also for help with policies, for help
Mhm.
not only the chapter but the branch. Because I they look at you now, which you don't tell me now the amount of skills that we embedded in you. I
Mhm.
believe there's a lot we can tap into from you. We're going for help with branch move forward, not only the chapter. So what are the things that we going to highlight now? We going to pinpoint at for say, go on for we to see as challenges then at the chapter.
Um, I think right off the bat, the first thing when we go envisage as a challenge could be organization,
Mm-hmm.
because it is a new chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, I think you say, to get the ducks in a row, that would play a tricky part because, um, let's be honest. There's a lot of there's a lot of discord, you know, um, within the branch in itself,
Mm-hmm.
and for let London play a key role as a chapter,
Mm-hmm.
um, we need to be organized. We need to
Absolutely.
have, yes, we need to have we need to have policies in place
Mm-hmm.
where we go trickle through,
Mm-hmm.
either yeah, hopefully towards the other branch then, not the other
Mm-hmm.
branch, the other chapters then,
Mm-hmm.
but who don't become organized, we don't get a staunch, steady team, we
Mm-hmm.
can now then look at amending or creating new policies, developing new policies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a sneaky suspicion, say, some of them policies that they enforce now, they're not effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not effective.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps we will need for create or amend the one that we policies that we will currently get.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll tell you something, OrWanKaSu. When we look at the West, this is what is the key functioning. These are the cogs of any government, of any ruling body. You have
Mm-hmm.
to have the right policies in place
Yeah,
to be able to execute or achieve any common goal. Simple as,
absolutely.
yeah.
That's
So
me.
for me, I like organization. I like things that for run smooth and efficient
Mm-hmm.
and productive.
Yeah,
Well, and the only way that they run smoothly is if we have the right policies in place.
absolutely.
Policies that will ensure that there's equilibrium, there's checks and balances.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I know they sense that much of Dandy. And I think
Absolutely.
we need to revisit that.
Well, now the blessing that we get in this media team, we get technical people, we understand how to develop policies, them what they put in place. Like for me, so me na I would say me na blase kind of person. We just to go with the flow,
Mm,
accept everything as a politician, no one for hurt anybody and stuff like
mhm,
that. But with the amount of policies that the likes of Delwyn Thomas and Dr. Denke, Mo Bangura, they don't put in place for this
mhm,
media team. Everybody know in role where they play. Everybody know what he's supposed to do. Nobody need to overflow into anybody in your own side for go create any kind of set and stuff like that. So that
mhm,
don't help the media team for move smoothly. You know,
mhm,
believe me, I not even watch the forum. But I dey get constant messages them from Delwyn because now you will Lawande.
mhm,
And you will land for the remind we and everything. And they get message when they come up, not only in the forum, but also privately for remind me, say we get this for do, we get that for do, and stuff like that. So it's like if you see I go on the forum, I know exactly what don't transpire in the last 4 5 hours. I know exactly what for do, for follow up, for get them feedback and stuff like
mhm,
that.
mhm,
So policies are glad that you don't identify some issues that are so the challenges them where
mhm,
you get for face as a member of the executive if you happen for win that position there.
mhm,
I'm sure it's a good thing for do your research from the background and find out
mhm.
what they happen. So we come in straight away now for hit the
Hit the ground running, huh?
running, yeah, so that's quite good. Comrades of the APC, once again, Mina comrade OrWanKaSu, this platform na the APC online TV platform, and this na the one-to-one interview up front with all aspirants that they aspire for substantive positions then for the APC right across the globe, national level, diaspora level, chapter level, you name it. We encourage every member we they aspire for position for come forward, contact we make we give you the platform, make you talk and express yourself, make you sell yourself to the potential voters then. So now that
Mm,
make we day now. So if anybody want to talk to me, want for come and get a discussion with me, we are very happy to schedule a time, contact the technical team, to contact myself. We'll go for align you with a date and time for an interview. So coming back to Mr.
mhm.
Sheku Probyn Stephen. You get Sheku to read in name, then you get the pie name says Probyn Stevens,
Yes.
that's amazing. People they wonder, some people are gonna wonder, say you too young. Come on, Bob Shaq didn't intend they will be young with they go school with they take and say you for being Gampikin, in Gampikin, these are people say
Mhm.
no. They feel say you not Gampikin because we
Yes.
get people like Mamadou Stevens them, then guy then
Mhm,
they we not
mhm,
Gampikin them,
mhm.
stuff like that. So
Well, say the power was a very active man. He was
active
very active.
politician.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, just come at a later stage in your life. He was older. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got a younger brother where you mentioned in the start of this program where you see
Yes,
now
Mohammed.
Mohammed
Hmm.
Mohammed Stevens, yeah?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, Mohammed Stevens. Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. So
Yeah.
who's in base right now?
It is free now.
Oh, okay.
He's a lawyer. I mean, he practice now, but he don't move down there. He don't do the bar, and
Oh,
he's now a practicing lawyer,
okay.
legal. I'm
Fantastic.
not too afraid with that, but yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. At least he's okay there. I mean, they
Hmm. They did it with his family.
go through your deal the way like Manuel Kigo. So
Yeah. I can tell her. I can say, yeah, but thank God because he was here, obviously. But
yeah.
Wait, he can ask me, say, but how that place they been there? Why can you explain that to her? He said, how you manage? I
But
said, bro, I don't know. Now God keep
they
me.
say they say who go in I know, who not go
I
you don't know.
know. I tell you. Now you got it. Society down there. Honestly.
I did
Oh
tell you.
man. One heck of a lot of
Anyway,
job.
you see, we want for get people like una for coming. Actually, the one that we don't speak to, I'm glad you would encourage you and
Mhm,
advise you.
mhm.
It good for see people like you coming in. You know, going through the democratic process. Some people will
Yeah.
sit down say, but me not expanding and they which I go interview for, which I go sell myself for waiting. Me not the
Mm,
vibe begin and when
mm,
it's tell me which I will just go, but as I don't see the humility in you, you actually come and go through processes and hopefully if you then get for elect you, I'm sure you will be humble enough for take that deputy, they support that person where they and stuff like that,
100%.
and bring out your skills because we need our skills and within, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So we don't quite get you know, the details of how elections are going to be conducted.
Mm,
A lot of speculations,
mhm,
a lot of arrangement has to be made. We in
mhm,
constant communication with the guys them na Freetown, how they get for Cam, how they get for
mm,
Duan.
mhm,
But we'd expect from the 7th of January to the 19th of January, everything for don't conclude,
mm,
that the diaspora.
mhm.
So waiting how you think say it's going to be a free, fair kind of credible election, Nayaso, and they envisage any sort of problems. I know say you talk about challenges, then I also things are
Mm.
not very, but if at all anything come, what thing will be like the chances of us getting elected in all them positions, then they,
Mm.
smoothly. They, let me, I'm not very much optimistic, but anyway, I just you thought about it, you know.
Well, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Um, but more importantly, no matter what the case may be, I have to trust the process, right?
But,
I believe in a democratic approach and the rule of law. So I therefore I have to trust the process. Whether it's free and fair is yet to be uncovered.
yeah,
But as it is now, I'm hopeful in that I get people in way very supportive of me, where they help me along with guidance and in terms of how for approach the role of INSEF and how for approach campaign and all that thing and day. So as I said, I'm learning on the go. However, I'm a very quick learner and I assimilate very quickly as well. So um, the the roles there of themselves, like the elections, that we just have to go through the process, but we have to trust the process. I
so
think that's the key factor.
in the case wherein you happen say they can conduct elections and Sheku Stevens no happen for win that position the way it aspire for.
Mhm.
Um, does that mean it's over for you for the UK and I, chapter, London chapter?
Not at all. I'm just starting. I'm just warming up. I know even I know even not I know even not full gear it. I'm just warming up. I'm not saying
Yeah.
nothing to you. Yeah.
Ah,
I'm not saying nothing to you. Trust me.
wow,
I'm just warming up. Look,
that's
you
good.
you are a perfect example. How many times you don't try, you don't go for symbol,
Yeah,
and you've been you know why? Because you get a strong conviction for the
yeah,
party.
yeah,
You have very strong conviction and absolute brilliant patience.
yeah.
So from Una also, Funana are good examples.
Uh-huh.
I learned from your examples. How many times you don't go for symbol with an you?
You
You
know
know.
what I mean?
So
So you can follow me as well, huh?
I'm following your lead, bro. Down there. I did right by you.
Oh my days.
So yeah, so if it not happen, it not happen. It just wasn't meant to be. However, yeah, it will be a learning curve. It'll be an opportunity to learn something
Yeah.
new about not just the process, but about myself as well. So
Mm,
either way, for me, it's going to be a win-win for me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
me. So.
at the moment, we party they go through serious crossroad.
Hmm.
Lot of back and forth, back and forth. I be engage one of the senior people in the party in a salon, well,
Hmm.
so-called stakeholders them.
Hmm.
Are they are they put pressure upon her for say when I get for left this business here so of this back and forth, back and forth. We really don't get fed up because these elections here so for go ahead, from last Tuesday or something like that, or Monday or
Hmm.
something like that.
Hmm.
Don't
Hmm.
go shift them again and everything. So I be on the phone with this guy, they kind of like unleash Panam, serious one. You
Hmm.
know, yeah, he tell me say, well, now the guys there we in charge, now they undermine the business, now they do this, now they do that. Now I say, what if they say the same thing about Una? I say it go just be on a word against the word. SLPP come pull we back left, they go there, the people of Salon go there the mercy of
Hmm.
SLPP. I
Hmm.
say, Una
Hmm.
stop this thing. I say we don't get really fed up with Una.
Hmm. Hmm.
I really get angry. He said, well, at the meeting, I will call you back after we're done and stuff like that. So I just said, well, okay. So I go chill. But what you thought of what you see everything, every all in BNTM so this party, this is like this is your party. This is the party you were born in, and
Hmm.
they don't go arrest you and your mama, they don't go put you on a Pademba road,
Hmm.
you don't suffer for this party, you don't work, they don't go through a lot, lost
A
all
lot.
your life savings for
A lot.
just out of nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Well,
you thought generally about what you see they happen at this party?
um, you know, I think I think what thing happened along the way is we lost track. We lost track of what thing have been we goal, what thing have been the party may actually stand for.
Mm-hmm,
The times where the party and been formed the party, there was a goal, there was a common goal, and it wasn't a not an any fantastic something, but it was focusing on the grassroots. It's a grassroots party.
mm-hmm,
We just needed to make sure that we're looking after our people. It's not to just the one that we come up north or we come on down south. No,
mm-hmm,
everybody is a Sierra Leonean. Any Sierra Leonean is a Sierra Leonean. We need
mm-hmm,
to focus. We need to realign that focus.
mm-hmm,
But in terms of putting the goal on at the party now, um, this is where it comes back to organization and
mm-hmm,
policy making.
mm-hmm,
If we get the right policies in place where they govern the party,
mm-hmm.
the right checks and balances go there for let uh then kind or then kind thing they also not go happen. This kind of discord, as I've been saying earlier,
Yeah.
there's a lot of discord within the party. You know, I think that was another reason why I just look here and say this. That not just sit down shoes. And then I go they turn that in grave. He said, well, you said if you didn't know you allow this to happen to be party. So
Yeah.
this is why I'm thinking, let me see what I can do. Let me see how I can help. Let me see what I can bring to the table. It might change something instantly or it might change incrementally. But
Mm-hmm,
let me make a contribution. The party now not get the right gatekeepers. This brings me back to why why they run for this particular role,
mm-hmm,
the secretary general role, deputy
mm-hmm,
secretary general role,
mm-hmm,
because we go there for filter in and out, filter out certain characters or characteristics of individuals
mm-hmm,
who do not have the best interest of this party.
mm-hmm,
That is a categorical fact. We
mm-hmm,
see them now
mm-hmm.
playing out on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And we need to make sure, say, we ring fence this party, we ring fence the individuals there, the executive, etc., on a national and diaspora level. We need to ring fence this party. We don't. We took our eyes off the ball, and I think the time don't reach for let we all realign with focus and make sure say certain elements there not ever get access to this party. We will absolutely make sure that the people need to be vetted.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
People need to be vetted. We need to
Yeah.
know what intentions people have. You can't just say, they can't this, I make contribute boku money, therefore I'm automatically a party member. No, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because you go count with the money, you bamboozle we with the money, then you get other interests.
Yeah.
You get a sinister interest.
It's sinister interest. Yeah.
You see?
I think it's refreshing for Yeri, somebody like you, for actually talk strong, talk tough, about we party in this kind of way. Because like I tell you, I got really, really fed up today. I did look certain people and tweet them, waiting the tweets and they talk rubbish, and I just got really fed up. And we are just few months to the elections, and people are not beginning afraid. People are not beginning to think, say, you know what, I'm gonna pack my bags and go. Currently, you get government vehicle there, we don't begin to change them, number plate them over to private. Yes, I don't know of 6 government vehicles where they don't make them number plates now to private. Ministers, whoever they be, they don't begin to change them over now, take them as their own property now. And recently, we all can know say passports have been undone in the country because ministers and whoever they make passports them for them siblings, them get them ready and prepared, for evacuates, for left, send them to family any part. This kind feeling, it just get to me today, and I just get really, really, but
I can understand.
the thing where they talk about, so really, to be honest, APC, we lost focus. We not been keep we eye on the ball.
That's it.
We allow every Jack and Jill for come now, boom, they use the court. But anyway, until we're in opposition, I think say the best time when we come into governance, slowly we go try for put the party back into the track, to make way for make the people that are the country benefit.
Indeed.
It's all about Sierra Leone, my brother. It's all about Sierra Leone.
It is. It is completely.
They send people there for canton moles inside PC, then damage the party, they don't care, they're selfish, they only care about themselves, party lost self, they don't care, then kill thousands self, they don't care. Once then gets the chance, That's why we're here, we are where we're at now.
That's why we all need to have all hands on deck. We need to make sure say we really ring fence this party here.
It's refreshing.
That's all we've got
from you. Wow.
It's really, thank you. It's really all that we've got. And me, I know, like we see, I don't where so now. I take go.
Yeah, we need you. We need you. We need your skills. We need your expertise. And so far, we're thankful that you don't do a lot of support. From the background and stuff like that. We really appreciate you. So when they come close to the close of this discussion, I will call it discussion. This is not an interview. This is like an opportunity for give the platform, make you sell yourself. But before we go to that side, there are always questions that I ask with guests that when they come. You don't demonstrate a lot of strength, a lot of zeal, a lot of skills where you don't get for coming and try to see how you can learn and support with chapter in London. So who's the area then where you get as a weakness? The area where you get as a vice where you will get for like say I need to work on this. It's a difficult question, forgive us, but we intend for ask them question and they let people be honest for say I mean weakness now one or now this kind area and I can do this for work on I ask them question and they just so think of it and tell me which are your weakness, which are your weakness.
Oh man, me on weakness, I don't go waste time to tell you that. My weakness is not being able to achieve a goal. I had to tell you.
You never satisfied with the goal.
Ah man, I want to see I don't put my mind on something, bruh. I for succeeding them. And if I don't succeed, I get pinned. I the pin penalty. So that is definitely one weakness I have. Sometimes it's just nice to let go, but me not able down there, especially if I don't really invest time and energy,
So you're not
thinking
go
straight.
getter.
I'm a go getter, exactly. It
Wow.
has to happen. So, and there's and there's times where people in this like, dude, just leave it, man. I said no. If I know achieve the goal, that means I didn't get it right. So I got to go back to the drawing board and
Mhm.
do it again until
See,
I get it right.
you
So
see,
yeah,
some people and weaknesses can actually, if you look on the other way around, it's a strength as well. You know, if
yeah,
you, it's like the two sides of a coin. You
hmm
know,
yeah.
yeah, it's two
So
sides of
yeah,
a coin.
that's my weakness.
Okay, well, that's nice. That's nice. So, now, finally, I go want
Mhm,
for make with you the opportunity
mhm,
for sell yourself, for speak to you potential voters,
mhm,
or speak to the one that already do the conduct the elections, for speak to the viewers them, for actually tell we who that's na Sheku Probyn Stevens. Waiting you able for offer we, why we for vote for you, why we for make you deputy secretary for the London chapter. So you got the floor. Talk to we. Tell me anything you feel for tell we. Let me know who na the Sheku will not be the see before, why and now and waiting do.
mhm.
Over to you.
Thank you. First of all, before we go, before the interview done, I want to say thank you, OrWanKaSu, for giving me this platform.
Yeah,
I think it's a brilliant platform,
yeah,
and I look forward to working, continue working in the background.
yeah.
Um, I approach this role or this position because I get a strong conviction. Say something needs to be right. So something's gone. We've gone off track as a party, and we need for come back to where we were. Let's take it back to basics. Me on thinking for those of you who are listening, who are watching, and those of you who could be potentially my voters. I am I am very humble to say to you, una just because una not see me, no mean say I not been day. I've always been there, but I've just been there quietly. However, now why they put myself out there, I want to know say when I put the face to the name now. I want to know say I am very, very dedicated and very, very committed to the party. 150%. I'm very, very committed. And you will see that. You know, go just, and I can talk, I can say anything what I want to say now. But when I go see him, when I not just take me word for, when I not just take me word, when I go see, say, me in particular, when I say, I do. And if when I give me this chance for being a deputy secretary general of the London chapter, I doubt you will regret it. I will make sure that uh, we will develop the party in the UK and I, even more, even stronger. We will create a more cohesive environment where there will be uh, minimal discord. I will make sure say I like for corral. I like for bring people in together. I am a people's person. Anybody I can be engaged. I can be approached when I can talk to me about anything, any concerns that we will not get. I am there. I'm ready. I'm a people's person. So when I not ever hesitate for contact me, feel free. My number is out there now. People can contact. People can get a hold of me however they wish. But when I just know, say I am the man for the job or I am the person for that particular role, nobody else. Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you very much on behalf of this platform. We want to tell you plenty thank you, and we want to tell the Mrs. Thank you, Idia too, for pampering you, for help you for go get over that kind of trauma we didn't get
Mhm.
over. And
Mhm.
we
Thank
want
you.
for tell you thank you for the role we dey play at the background for
Mhm.
we media team,
Mhm.
Yaso, and of course na Sierra Leone.
Mhm.
And want to tell you also thank you that you've actually agreed to come and get that you don't take the challenge for come forward and actually
Mhm.
assume a position within the London chapter. I think um recently we don't see people that we don't talk to on this platform. We actually will not be no say don't people that who get them kind of set skills them.
Mhm.
And this episodes that we do so don't help we for
Mhm.
identify people with skills.
Mhm.
Them get for cow, get for look around yourself and to say, oh, that person they get skills in this particular area. Let me tap into in skills, make it help we do this. You understand? So
Yes.
this is very, very, very good for we all for the
Yes.
APC.
Yes.
Friday will not know that now that. The people don't get pass no more, without the elect and the pick. And go
Mhm.
on that, without elect. But now this platform they actually make people and showcase themselves, the skills.
Mm.
You know, some people already view not be no say Sheku get this kind of set skills, able for actually work, do this particular thing. Now they don't get an idea. But we just call Cheku come help we. So we want to
Mhm.
tell you plenty thank you for the goal and the challenge we don't take. We hope say we wish you good luck. You
Thank you.
know, they can say, if we much man see you, God they see you. We get to be elders then at the party we can tell you that what they and say
Mhm.
you do no more you good way they do. Continue for do the good way they do.
Mhm.
If we not see you, God they see you. God go must reward you one day for the things we don't do for the party.
That God
APC
in power.
government,
Amen.
you know.
Amen.
So continue for do the good way they do, as I can say,
Mhm.
to all the people you can, for as long as you can, and do the good that you can,
Yeah.
for as long as you can, to all the people you can,
For as long as I can. Yeah. Hey,
in
brother, ain't
all
no
the
more.
ways that you can. So once again, thank you. And this is Comrade OrWanKaSu interviewing Sheku Probyn Stevens in the APC online TV platform, the mouthpiece of the diaspora. This is the one-to-one upfront interview for all aspirants. Them join us again for the next episode or the interview the next person. Um, till then, thank you very much, Comrade OrWanKaSu. Over to you, sir.